this is Jerry Vero Jr. In the last video we were talking about the narcotics heist that my great uncle was responsible for, the largest in history at the time, yet never reported anywhere until I found it, and my request for his records. We know he had records. By the last video I showed you how the paralegal that was hired requested records. They found he was arrested, they found he was in prison, but they couldn't find his Bertillon card, which apparently is some kind of identification you get in prison. I showed in the last video my request from the Federal Bureau of Prisons that I requested any records. Of course, they denied me left and right, and I kind of gave up, to be honest. So I said, let me go right to the Department of Justice, which I did on May 13th, 2010. You should be able to see here. Now I sent what they call a FOIA request. Most everyone knows what that is, the Freedom of Information Act. There should be something, right? Well, the highlighted part, I don't know if you could read it, but they're requesting this certificate of identity. For whatever reason, I have to identify who I am. I mean, I can't, what is that for? Yeah, I am who I am, right? I enclosed it, of course. I had to, you know, obviously I took out all the important information, you know, my social security number. I took all that out for the video. There's an FBI fact sheet. I don't know how many of these I have telling me exactly how to fill it out. And then they still want something else. Okay, well, I'm not the type to give up. So, okay, you want more? What else do you want? I'll get it to you. Well, so October 20th, I send in a letter giving the information that they requested here. You can see that I sent a letter to them honoring their request, and there's my certificate of identity form. Of course, all of the social security number and everything was taken out of there. I'm not going to show that on the video. Okay, I have all of that, and I even sent it FedEx. All of this stuff I sent FedEx. I work with attorneys quite a bit, and I made sure they signed for it, signature guarantee, to make sure they got it, and they didn't, well, I never got it. Oh, you got it. I send it in. Okay, so finally this was October 20th, pretty quick. October 25th, the Federal Bureau of Investigation acknowledges my receipt for the Freedom of Information Privacy Act's request. There's a copy of that. So they have it. Well, you can see it just to see where it's from. I mean, not a big deal. Okay, then of course, this was October 25th, right? October 27th, 2 days later, his records were destroyed. So on my initial request for his records, which we know he has records, it was in the True Detective article, he was in jail, of course he has records. So I highlighted the part where it says they were destroyed in 1992. This is my first request. Okay, and I want to show this side by side here. You're not going to be able to see it? Okay, well then I won't. So then the last one that you saw, it said October 25th, 2010. This one, if you look at them individually, October 27th, 2010. So just 2 days later, they've already denied it. Well, they requested an appeal. So on November 1st, 2010, guess what I do? Here we go, folks. I file an appeal, because you're allowed to do that. Okay. And of course, here's my FedEx return receipt. Again, just to make sure they get it. Okay. So I file for an appeal on November 1st. November 10th, the office acknowledges my appeal. Right here, you'll see that, November 10th. There they acknowledge that I filed for an appeal. Okay? And here, on March 4th, okay, which is what, 2011, they made me wait a little bit this time. Guess what? Appeal is denied. Destroyed on June 1992, same shit. It was destroyed in 1992, okay. So, Federal Bureau of Prisons, Department of Justice, done. Do you think I'm done yet? Do you think I'm done? I'm not even getting started. So they're not gonna let me give up. So let's see what I have next, folks.